that was me. I did that.
Hey.
Aw.
That was me. I did that.
That was you.
Hey,
You
until
did
where
that.
no one can see.
So-
Hi, guys.
Hello, everyone.
In
Yes.
October, my friend Lewis is coming up to Tampa for a music festival, and he said that he would like to make a detour up here, so I can see the Speed 3
Nice.
and take it for a drive.
Yes.
Speaking of October, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
Happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
It's Halloween season.
Yes, it is. Everything's
It's
coming out.
after it's July 5th and it's past July 5th. It's Halloween time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Things
saw
are-
that. I saw that.
Things are
Can-
finally out.
Can it bring the autumn breeze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike Halloween, though, it is hot right now.
Well,
Yeah,
usually
it
on
is.
Halloween is hot. Also.
No, it's hot. It's ungodly.
Oh
out
gosh! Whoa! Hi guys, we're Pints and Pistons
Hi.
With Zach.
with Zach.
With Zach.
With the most interesting repair that I've seen this week.
Oh,
No,
you know that's
no.
getting talked about,
That's
brother.
so embarrassing.
Please explain.
Oh, you don't even know the story.
I don't.
Okay, so
Well, first I got a call. Hey, can you come help push the Camaro?
okay,
then
I asked
I
that
think we should
car.
open with a beer.
I
to be
asked that
honest.
car to start one more time
You
to
did
drive home
at my house,
and it did. Because every time that I was going to start the vehicle, not every time, but it happened often enough that I was starting to get very worried. But it was sounding as if, like, you know, the starter's pushing out its little tiny gear against the flywheel, and instead of, like, putting itself between teeth, that it was just spinning against the flywheel.
It did. It
Extremely
sounded like just.
loud. Oh, it was
Like
very
grinding.
bad. Like, everyone in the Publix parking lot looked at me, and Chloe, you know, my daughter, hung her head as much as I did.
So-
but it did start.
So then I get a phone call from Dan sounding rather concerned. He's like, hey, do you have a floor jack I can borrow? I'm like, yeah. He's like, can I borrow it, like, now? I'm like, I'll get the gate open for you.
Yeah.
And then these two show up.
And then we just thought,
Yeah.
you know, simple starter replacement.
Because-
and we did just replace it 2 or 3 years ago.
No,
Because Sunday
it was
was
2 years
supposed
ago,
to
right?
be,
It would
well,
be 2
Sunday
years
was supposed to
October,
be
so.
BMW Day.
Right, it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Supposed to be BMW Day.
And with BMW Day went wrong because AutoZone got me all of the wrong parts.
For a California emissions engine that's called the M56, while he has an M54.
And I
Fun
gave
fact,
them
the
my
2.5 are
VIN
different.
even. So, yeah, like halfway through tearing it apart, everything was wrong. And then I ended up needing, which I knew too, I thought I had ordered them, but I didn't because Chris and I talked about it. I didn't order fucking ignition coil boots, and 4 of mine were torn
Thanks, sir.
off.
I told you to order those.
You did? Oh, both of you did then, because I know Chris did too. And so I got those, and then I had to get washers for the valve cover gasket. But then in the midst of that, I was like, you know, while I'm waiting,
Freezer.
Okay.
Um,
we'll do
Yours
yours last.
room
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah, get mine first.
Camaro's broken, and like I said, we just did that starter. It was 2 years ago then, right?
Right, 2 years in
So
October would be 2 years.
And I made sure that we got a lifetime one. So I figured we
Under
just
warranty, this is all good. We can pick this thing
Yeah.
up, we pick it up, that's fine.
so we go back to the house,
Right.
and then we're like, maybe it'll start up for us to drive it in the driveway. So the place where he's staying right now has a very deep incline, then down like this. And we were figuring, you know, get it like somewhere in here, and we won't have to jack it up as much to hop under
Right,
it.
it's enough of a grade on it
But-
that I should be able to crawl under it just by
But then-
parking it up on the driveway.
And no start.
And then
no
shortly
start.
after is when their project got more interesting.
well, yeah,
Yes.
he kept trying
Yeah.
to start. I'm like, dude, stop. And then I called Mike, and I'm
Because
like,
it's screaming.
yeah, I called Mike, and I'm like, hey, can you come help us with the Camaro real quick?
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be there in a
Yeah.
second. And
And then-
as I'm leaving, it is downpouring at here, and I'm beating the rain there, because it's right down the road. And I'm like, guys. They're like, what? I'm like, you need to do this now. It's fucking raining.
Oh yeah.
rock
Oh yeah.
outside."
Oh, yeah.
So-
So simple job. This once the jack's there and everything. I mean, this is the pushing it in spot. This is all the long time,
Well,
right?
and then
Like,
it starts.
This job is just 2 bolts, and then you
Starts
have 2 nuts on
pouring.
the back of the starter. That is it to change an LS
Ah,
starter.
the hubris of the mechanic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
and then
so,
it starts pouring, and then I'm like, well, you know what? This is before we realized my pool wasn't level. I was like, dude, I think the pool's almost full. Why don't we go to my house because it looks clear over there? We'll go swim for a while, cool off, and then come finish the Camaro. So we go to my house, and it's not raining at my house at all. We duck out in the pool for like, what, almost a fucking hour?
Yeah.
Just swimming around in the pool.
Yeah.
And then we go
and then it
back.
starts looking clear over my place again. So we head back. Then
Yeah.
I get under it, right?
And
And
that's-
Oh, I
then
thought I had my readers with me. They're in the car.
I go to the
Wanna
hard
go
bolt
grab them,
first
or- What
because
do y'all have to do
naturally
today?
I'm going to hold my hand to the starter while I take the other bolt off, which is much easier to get to and you can actually see. But the first bolt, like I'm there for like 90 seconds, continuing to spin, and it's just not wanting to come out. I'm like, that's all right. I mean, it's loose, it's not in there, but it'll fall out with the starter.
And then
Yes, it will.
I was
It
gonna
did.
say, and
Hold
then
on. So I start to take the other one, and as soon as I go to break it, I hear it a really loud clack. I'm like, that's weird.
Odd.
That's not
And-
the noise it's
Well,
supposed
no,
to make.
and
and
it's
then-
really loose
at that-
immediately.
and then at that point, like I was like, Zach's been under the car for a minute. I'm like, you good, bro? And he goes, no. And then all
Because
I
I
see
take the
is-
starter down
I-
with both bolts feeling finger loose, but even the other long bolt isn't coming out. And I'm like, that's weird. Why are they not coming out? Whatever, but I can move it. Why can I move it? Because the tab on the starter broken.
Uh-huh.
But then when I move that out and see that piece fall, I look up and see a chunk of aluminum LS1 block fall.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I look down,
And
and,
that's
all
when I
I
started
see
crying.
is a piece of metal slide to my feet because he's under the car, and I'm standing out front looking down. And I was like, oh,
Because I
I'm
said,
like, oh no,
the block broke. You said, you sure it's not the starter? I said, here's the first piece of metal. I'm like,
threw it.
that one's the starter. That one's the block. Because I could see half the threads on my second bolt, or what it's supposed to be.
Fuck.
Yeah, right? So how do we repair that? A block.
quick steal!
Or quick steel.
Uh-huh.
Which it has now started 9 times. Not that I'm counting. It has started 9 times and has had no clicks. Doesn't sound weird. Engages perfectly each time. I hope no one sees this episode whenever I go to sell that car.
Well, by the time you go to sell the car, you've replaced the block.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
So,
Because I
any
know it's a
hooser,
big
who
block
wants
there.
to read us in on this bad boy?
I haven't in a while. I'll take this one.
Take
Yeah,
it
my,
up.
my old man glasses are in the car, so.
This looks like something I would have from
So-
Rainforest Cafe.
What we have tonight is Prison Pals Mango number 5. Craft
Mango
beer
number
made in Doral. So, we have
Zach coming in clutch with the can view.
enjoy the Mango number 5. Enjoy the delicious fusion of flavors of juicy mango while dancing to the captivating rhythm of mambo. As the fresh ocean breeze caresses your senses, take a sip of this wheat beer and transport yourself to the vibrant essence of Miami.
I think this
Surrender
is gonna
to
be
the
like
tropical
mango
paradise
carton
and
juice.
feel that every moment is a party. Embrace the carefree mood and let the
Smell it.
liberating essence of this beer take you by the air. 4% alcohol by volume, brewed and canned by Prison Pals Brewing Company in Doral, Florida.
Oh, small town Florida then.
Yeah.
Also,
This
you're
looks like-
allowed to litter just as long as you're not in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico do not litter. So, here,
We're not gonna. Gentlemen, cheers, slancha, bro.
This looks really good, by the way. It looks like orange
Oh.
juice.
do you see all the floaties
It looks
at the
like
bottom?
mango
do you see all
cart
the
mixed
floaties
with
at the
juice.
bottom?
Yeah,
No
this is,
fucking way. There's
I'm-
floaties.
I'm
Oh
excited for
yeah,
this.
there's lots of floaties.
Oh my god, this is perfect for the weather. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's
That's
perfect
orange
for the
juice.
weather.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
It's mango juice.
Yeah,
that is so good.
yeah. You
This
guys
is
know I'm
perfect for-
super picky, but this is.
So
this
I've
is
been
very
down that
good.
way now because I've never been down that way.
It's
I went
like
to
mango
Fort
juice without
Lauderdale.
artificial
There's mango
sweeteners.
trees everywhere down in Florida.
Yeah.
Wow.
Down in Fort Lauderdale.
Mm.
You're walking around in backyards and people are like, we've tried to get rid of these because they cause rats and nuisances.
Yeah.
We'll help you, friend.
I got it. That is delicious. Oh,
That
my
is-
Oh
God.
yes, because we're in Puerto Rico, so we don't
So-
litter. When we
It-
talk about all this race car
It tastes like natural mango juice without any artificial sweeteners or anything
I
like
know.
that.
And
I
then
know.
just a little bit of hops.
right?
Yeah,
and
like-
it's not a lot because like I was
No,
saying,
this is
I
just a
get
really
picky.
good wheat beer with mango. I picked
All right,
this.
where do we find that again?
I picked this up at Total Wine and Spirits in Gainesville.
I wish we had a total wine.
I wish they would bring one down this way. Like put
We're
one in
down.
Ocala.
We're
Right.
getting a Wawa though here.
Yeah, they are doing the Wawa right over there. You know what? And I
I'm
didn't
so excited.
I didn't remember until I was on the way here, so I didn't go through town and stop and
44
partake. But today is 7-Eleven,
Yeah, it's Slurpee Day.
so today is free
Hey,
Slurpee Day.
yeah.
You can go to 7-Eleven and get get free small Slurpee today.
Well, they're open till at least 11, so
They're
That's
open
true.
24/7.
okay.
Which makes you wonder, why do they put locks on the doors?
or 7-11 because it was 7 to 11 when they were open.
So, mechanical car spots.
Why?
Look what
Yeah.
I just did to Mike.
I spotted 2 good ones.
Oh, I have a really good one.
I want to bring up the one that is dwelling within our palace right now.
Go ahead.
So, 2019 Porsche 911 Targa 4S. Coolant leak. And you cannot see coolant on the ground, but when you walk to the back of this car, because the motor's in the back.
So it smells worse than yours does?
Ooh. See, mine has the oil smell. This one
No,
is...
yours has. I sniffed just a
coolant?
wee bit of coolant when I
There
walked
could be
by.
coolant coming from somewhere then, yeah.
It's a 200,000 mile.
Exactly. Exactly. You can't even be mad about that.
These plastic coolant lines under the intake manifold leak. They weren't leaking when we replaced the starter, but we did move them, so... And intake manifold's super easy to take off, actually.
Coolant lines?
That's what went on the Expedition.
Porsche!
Christmas.
Bro, there's plastic in every cooling
Yeah,
system in the
true
world
that.
Carry on,
now.
fellas.
All
Yeah,
the radiators
the-
are made of plastic.
So,
The Expedition, we had the one going to the heater core. The plastic on that went on Christmas, and that.
So they
Okay.
they lift this thing up, and we're all looking under it, and we can see a few drips of coolant. But the funny thing too is the reservoir is slap full, like literally take the cap off, splashing out the cap, and then still drips from underneath. And
It's just sweating out excess.
well, the thing is about
doesn't need
the
it.
beautiful thing, the most amazing thing about the 991 911s are that they don't give you what we would like to call rooftop access. You can change the air filters from up top by removing some panels, but you cannot access the top of the engine whatsoever in that vehicle.
See, that's what.
Step 1, jack up your car. Step 2, remove engine.
See, this is what happens when.
Unbolt engine, then jack up car.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
win.
So now, here's the even cooler part. So, the water pump has some kind of vacuum actuation
Hey.
behind it.
Mike's right. If it's leaking, it's got fluid.
That's,
Yeah.
yes.
It's
Well,
leaking
that-
coolant.
hey,
that means it's got coolant.
That was the nice thing, though. This thing leaked as much as mine does. One of the turbos was leaking. The oil pan was leaking. The upper oil pan was leaking. There was a seal leaking from somewhere. There was a lot of oil on the outside of the engine, and it only had 50,000 miles on it. That made me feel really good.
Nice to see you taking pleasure at somebody else's misfortune.
But
God, you're an asshole.
It has this weird
Yeah.
vacuum actuated water pump, and when the water pump leaks internally, it will flood the vacuum system. So all the vacuum lines had little pink residue from the pink coolant on them.
Oh, fun
See,
times.
this is what happens when they decide to water cool a Beetle.
And then
We've been having problems ever since.
I
And
know.
then that seeps into the vacuum block, which is located on top of the engine, which the PDK transmission, if you did not know, is a vacuum actuated transmission controlled by said vacuum block that now has coolant in it.
I'm only familiar with PDQ.
So,
Spicy chicken sandwich is pretty goddamn good.
basically, motor needs to come out, everything needs to get flushed, vacuum lines replaced, vacuum block replaced, water pump replaced, and then should be good.
No, my car had a plastic thermostat housing on it.
Yes.
I went through 2. I had one replaced under warranty when I had the water pump replaced. I didn't know it was leaking until I saw it on the repair order, and then it leaked for me. But luckily for my car, I was able to find a machined and cast aluminum replacement.
Nice.
So mine will no longer ever have that
Sabrina's
problem.
05 pulled into Walmart parking lot, put it in the park. It split in half, blew up everywhere. And then on the Cali, the plastic one went on that, and I was able to get a metal one.
See, here's the thing. Like for the thermostat housing on my car, the lower piece is actually molded in 2 separate halves and then friction welded together. The material itself that they use to make it is fiber reinforced. It's actually a really good, really strong material, and it
Sure.
seems to hold up well under the heat because there was no cracks in the actual parts themselves. Where it split was the friction weld because they couldn't mold that as one piece. That's
Okay.
where it failed. I'm not sure what it was like on yours.
Split in half.
Split in half.
You know what's bad too, though, is like when we were doing the starter and we had the intake manifold off, they sell metal coolant pipes for like an upgrade.
Well, I see what's in your future.
Well, mine weren't leaking, and I was like, you know what? If they're gonna leak, they're gonna leak now. And I grabbed them and I started violently pulling them and tugging on them and shaking them and shit.
Which is why they leak.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I don't think they leak. My coolant's still like good. I think. I don't know.
Oh, speaking
Car
of
spot though.
Car spot.
So I've seen 2 really good ones. I saw the silver R32 again,
Silver R32,
the one that runs around Crystal River.
I've
He's
not
got new
seen.
wheels on it now. It's sitting on better
Two-door,
suspension.
two-door,
The
four-door.
The GT.
GT or GTST?
It's a GT.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a GT,
Yeah,
but it's
just
nice.
a GT. It's
Well,
a nice
that
car though.
well, that means it's a 2-door with a 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
So the other
Just
one
out
I
of
saw.
just out of curiosity, I don't know how close up you got to it.
Wow.
What color is the fender badge?
I'm not sure.
Black.
I haven't gotten that close.
Blue.
Huh?
Blue.
It's not black?
No.
Really?
GTs were blue. GTS.
Gotta be like a dark blue, right?
real dark blue. So the GT badges were blue. The GTSs back in the day were gold. GTR was red.
Yeah, no, I know that. Oh, so it's blue.
Yeah, it should
So,
be dark blue.
I have a hard time distinguishing dark colors. That's on me.
So the other
Anyway.
one that I saw, interesting car spot.
Ooh.
I saw an Ineos Grenadier
Really?
Really?
Yes. In Denellen, turning off a 40 into up to 41 to go towards Ocala.
What a weird place to see it. What a
It
weird
passed
place
by,
to
I went,
see it.
that's a Grenadier. And Shelby's in the car with me. She's like, what? I'm like, that's a Grenadier.
The bug
Oh,
assault.
nice.
Well,
Yeah,
the-
the assault
the-
Yes.
rifle.
I'm tired of these freaking things.
We saw a Ford Anglia.
Yes.
I did too. The one on 44 here in Inverness.
Yeah.
Yes!
In front of that shop. Yeah, I
Yep.
saw that last week.
Right. It's about the same time we saw
Wait a
it.
minute. Is
At
it,
the one where
with
the
the 86
86s
are.
are.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what that was sitting back there. I know. I
Yeah.
saw.
Anglia.
I
Straight
went.
out of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
That's
what-
exactly what I said. I'm like, dude, that's the car from Harry Potter. He's
Yes.
like, that's not the one. I'm like,
Hold
Ford
on.
Anglia. Yes, it is.
Yeah, like I said, I went by and I caught something out of the corner of my eye, but I didn't go back to
Yeah.
look. So went down to Tarpon Wednesday, and on the
gotta
way
do
down saw a 599 Fiorano GTB.
Okay.
I finally saw one of the electric chargers out in the wild, but I was inside the restaurant, and obviously it was outside, so I couldn't tell if it had the so totally gay speaker banging out the back of it.
The Sega Genesis Grand Prix.
And then I did see a, and then I did see a
16-bit,
third gen
sorry.
black Pontiac Firebird sitting on the side of US 19 just south of Sugarmill Woods, and holy crap, man, Kit has fallen on hard times.
It's not Kit, it's Matt.
No, it wasn't even car. Like, it was Kid, but it just fell on hard times. like he picked up a crack addiction and started dating
Yeah, it's
strippers,
meth.
and yeah.
Meth.
Yeah.
That's what
It-
meth will do, man.
Well, the front end was messed up, so it did have a case of meth mouth going on.
Yep.
I mean, I did see a, like, that kind of car spot. It was a, like a late 90s, early 2000s, either Voyager or Caravan, but it had the roof cut like a truck,
As one does.
but all the seats were still in it, and there were 4 kids in car seats in the exposed area,
Well, there were car seats. It was perfectly safe.
and it was raining.
They were in car seats. It was perfectly
Hey, man,
safe.
trailer
Hey.
park convertible.
That's
Although-
hot.
Although, the Burger King Texaco right up by my house in front of Publix, there was a 88, 89, or 90 Buick Century wagon. Light metallic blue.
Yeah.
Like light metallic blue
Wait a
in
minute.
amazing condition.
Yes,
We saw
I've seen
them.
this
We
one.
both
Yes.
saw
Oh,
him.
Like,
you were
it's
with me
in
that
a-
day.
Yeah,
like
we
every-
saw him.
I
Oh
rolled
my
by and I
God,
was
this thing's
like,
so
holy
beautiful.
hell, check out that automotive cockroach.
Oh my goodness.
So my big car spot was yesterday on the way home from work, going down 581, coming out of one of the trails, 2-door Bronco, covered in mud. I mean, caked. Mud falling off of it as it's going down. And I
Hell
mean,
yeah, brother.
top to bottom, this thing got stuck and just fucking wheel to wheel, back and forth, slinging tires. It
That's
was on the
a
roof,
rare
and
sight.
it was. I mean, you could only see like the windshield wiper marks. Like that was
Perfect.
it.
That
You
is-
couldn't
that
even
is
see
exactly
the
what
tail
you
lights. I was so fucking excited. I
I
wanted to
love seeing Broncos that are getting used.
use.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Not
I've
fucking
been
mall crawlers.
volunteer. They do good job.
Yeah.
Like I was so excited to see that. I wanted to follow them, and like shake their hand and be like, "Thank you for actually using a vehicle the way it was supposed to be used."
Thank you.
I'm not putting $20,000 worth of accessories on it just for it to sit in the parking lot.
Or a
Oh,
garage
so-
somewhere.
Don't put wenches on it if you're just fucking gonna leave it in a parking lot. What are you gonna do?
So
Pull yourself off of a curb?
Oh, speaking of zombie cars, I read this earlier this week, and I had to go back to make sure I was getting this right. Somebody in Q1 of this year managed to buy a brand new
say it.
Jeep Patriot.
Really?
They stopped making those in 2017.
2017 was the last
I thought you
year
were
of
going to
those.
say Dodge Dart, but I thought
No.
the last one of those sold. So.
2017 was the last year of one of
Fucking
those.
Jeep Patriot. How many batteries do you think's been put in it?
Oh, really? Well, it depends on how many test drives it went on.
I mean, that's going to need
Who was it test drive a
It had a
Patriot?
couple thousand miles on it. Not from like being a demo or anything. It's just
We had to move it
test
around the
drive.
shop.
Yeah.
Through a lot of test drives.
So
I mean, now it is entirely possible that it was like the loaner pig for that particular dealership, but either way, it's got full warranty.
Nice.
have you seen?
Because if it's sold as a brand new car, this will be the
Right.
first time it's titled. It's a brand new car and it has warranty.
Right.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah,
seen
because even if
the
it was a loaner for the thing, it's still underneath that
Like
dealership's
even
thing.
even the mannequin cars that are put out before,
Yep.
even those cars, when they are eventually sold as new cars, full warranty.
Have you seen the T-Pain drama going on right now with the car things? and
No,
such?
no, no,
No,
no,
last-
Something
last-
else happened to Pickle Rick.
Last I saw that Pickle Rick was back.
So
I know. I really want to go to his tour.
Wait a minute. I did see that they had canceled a car meet thing of his.
yeah, so up in Wisconsin, T-Pain does like a car meet thing every year. He's been doing it for almost 5 years,
It's a big
like
drift thing.
It's like
Yeah.
they haven't done drifting.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a big charity event kind of thing. And this year, since he's got Pickle Rick on point and everything, he wanted to have a drift competition with it too. And spoke with the event organizers. They sanctioned a place for him to do it and everything. And then they sold out tickets
Like,
for
it
it
was
and
a
everything.
go.
And then they said that we don't want this kind of activity here because it represents street takeovers and it'll
And
have
gang activity.
affiliated with it. And they shut him down.
Damn.
I wonder why everyone does street takeovers and street racing. It's almost like every time we try to do something official.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. Street takeover assholes are not car people.
I
They're
know.
attention whores that happen to have cars.
Yeah.
But the reason why street racing happens is because when
Yeah.
we try to do something official, they're
Okay,
like,
yeah.
no, you can't do that.
And they were already advertising it, had spots sold to people and everything.
Yeah, well, like I
And
said,
then they
okay,
just said, "Oh no, you're just a bunch of freaking hooligans causing gang activities and violence and all this stuff, and it's not us. It's not us."
speaking of that, one that was even more amusing is there was a big race going on at Yellow Belly, that little outlaw
Oh,
track
yeah,
in
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
And apparently, the cops were outside the event, stopping cars with 1320 decals on the windows. Said they were gang.
That's a really big gang, man.
One of the biggest gangs in
One
the
of the
United
biggest gangs,
States.
yeah.
Well, no, so
Right up there with MS-13, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
well, no, you actually just made a really good point because like by the U.S. law definition of a gang, like it actually technically is.
You know that ICP falls
I was gonna
underneath.
say ICP
All right,
falls under
yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
No, well, that's the bad part. It's exploitation of some dumb shit. I mean, that's like
See, letter of the law versus spirit of the law.
You know
Why
that
we don't
Kiss
follow
Army
the
is
spirit,
part-
you know,
is
like
a gang
that's-
the Kiss
also.
Army's a gang too.
It's
Yes,
just
it
you gotta
is.
watch out for those wheelchairs.
Yeah, for real.
Depressing.
Mechanized infantry. God damn it.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna go back to this whole street racing versus street takeover thing. Street racers, by and large, will go off in the middle of nowhere and race outside of traffic and away from those areas.
Sure.
It is illegal. No
We know
question
that.
about that. It is absolutely illegal, and if you get caught doing it, there are penalties in the whole 9 yards.
And 99.9% of the time when you get caught, they're like, shit, okay, sorry.
Yep, you got me.
You got me.
Right.
You
exactly.
like
It's
that
not like anyone's
dumbass
running,
on
like, it's
Gandy who
just-
told
yeah.
the frickin' JDM Supra.
or dipshit that was down in Tampa that was dipshit in the Mustang that was racing in Altima on Bayshore Drive in Tampa and ended up killing a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bayshore Drive. Who the hell races there?
Right.
So no, the street takeover guys, those are just attention-seeking assholes that just happen to use cars to seek attention.
And I agree.
And honestly, fuck those guys. I'd be perfectly happy if they started firing RPGs at those assholes, and we just did. And the only thing that was left of them was a grease spot in the
That's why I
middle of
like
the
having
road
a
where the
pet
car
spider.
burned down. I'd be okay
we
with
got
this.
the pet kickers.
See, it's like the big difference between guys that'll weave in and out of traffic on the highway to race, and
Oh,
the
the-
other dudes
the-
that'll
the-
go like
the swimming-
everyone
the
goes
guys who
6
swim.
deep and actually slow down the highway, which
Oh,
yeah,
It's also
this
being
is
it's also
illegal,
a dick move.
right? Yes, but you're making it that there is nothing but open space in front of you. That if you hit a wall, dude, that's on you. You die.
well,
Like, not-
you know that's a whole
not
like
hurting
the
other people.
What's the place in? Is it Finland? It's
Sweden,
Sweden.
the Stockholm Open.
Stockholm Open, yeah.
What is that?
The greatest street race ever?
No.
Sorry.
Dude,
Sorry.
they,
It's amazing.
They stop highways. They literally stop highways, do street
Yeah, boy.
races, all quickly go to a next location, stop the highway again, street
Oh,
race.
And that's what
go,
they'll do. Like they'll start out like as soon as it gets dark, like 6 p.m. is when
Right.
they'll
They
start.
go all the way to
They will
sunrise.
all drive out to the first spot. They will shut down a section of road, and they will start sending pairs off
Right.
until they see the cops coming the other way. But it's always on a divided highway, so it's difficult for the cops to
And,
get
they're-
around.
Right,
and, well,
right.
and it's like big concrete barrier divided.
Right, exactly,
highways.
and then all the traffic behind you that you've slowed down has now made it
Well,
difficult
all the
for
traffic,
police to
all the
come up
traffic behind
you.
them is everybody coming to watch the race. So they literally
Oh,
stop
yeah,
on the
so
highway
you're
and get
definitely-
out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, it is the wildest ass street racing thing you'll
And
ever
it's
see.
not just normal cars. It is 2,000.
Pro mods.
It's,
yeah,
yeah, it's
but
probably
it's-
it's,
it's-
like
it's
6
pro
second
mods,
quarter-mile cars and
But
shit.
it's also like all-wheel drive Audis and just all
Sure.
kinds of just
random shit.
weird random shit that people build. But they will go out there and they will full on, like just no prep street race.
That's awesome.
It's Street Outlaw style, but real.
Yeah, but
Okay.
real. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, it is the wildest street racing shit you'll ever see.
That always cracked me up on Street Outlaws, by the way. I don't know if y'all ever actually really watched
No.
that show.
I watched one episode.
I watched maybe like
I've
3
seen
or
it.
4
They'd be
episodes.
panning across, right? They'd be showing the two cars. You could be like, oh, they're out on a highway, right?
No.
But then they'd pan across the cars and they would accidentally have a shot where you could see the two cop cars blocking the road, half a mile away.
Yeah.
Because they had
Yeah, right.
legally closed that road.
Right.
And
Yeah.
all of that street racing was done legally with permits.
Yeah.
Because they were filming a TV show.
Well, after
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you caught that, and then it was cool to see those cars with that kind of power actually get down on a street. So it was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, yes, the street racing outlaw thing is fake, but all those guys were legit street racers,
Oh, yeah.
and
Real
some of them
cars,
still
yeah.
do. Will go to cash days and shit like that. You saw a lot of them in 1320 videos of them actually, outlaw
Yeah.
street racing.
Yeah, but that was the big thing, though, was that while they were doing that show, all those people became unattainable for the actual street races because they had TV contracts and
Yeah.
they were actually making money and they didn't want to go away with money. So as Kyle always says, he's like, for 8 years, he's like, all our street racing friends, we couldn't even go and film them because they had contracts.
Yeah.
And that, and it's like, fuck. This Talking Shift, they just had Kyle Larson on there.
Yeah.
And that, and yeah. Which, if you haven't listened to that podcast, listen to it. 1320 started their own. It's called Talking Shift, and
Nice.
it's great. It's wonderful.
So
So
funny.
I felt a little squirrely lately, as a squirrely man does, and
How many nuts did you hide?
about 642, and tossed my car around some places.
Mm-hmm.
In Mexico.
And now you smell coolant.
And no,
Not
Were,
right.
were they D's nuts?
no, and a guy in Tennessee was pitching a trade towards me.
Oh.
Oh, was that the Panameras?
No,
No, is this the one you told me about?
I don't remember if I told you about it or not.
It's a brand you have tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Okay, tell him.
06 Speed 6 with 108,000 miles and a dyno certified 600 wheel horsepower
Those are 2.3,
build.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive.
All-wheel
though.
drive.
Yeah.
600 wheel horsepower. Very clean car. Every suspension mod you can imagine done. The motor's got about 10,000 miles on it and has zero problems. And it's dyno verified 600 wheel.
That's.
Spicy.
Straight trade.
Spicy.
What year is it?
06.
I mean, I'd do it. I know what you're into the Porsche. And I know you couldn't be into a Mazda 6 or a Speed 6 like that with
Nah, that's-
that kind of.
That's easily got to be a $20,000 to $30,000 build.
That's what I'm saying. And then the time's already done and spent, so that's cool. I mean,
You'd be back in the manual.
I miss it.
Hold on, though.
Well, see,
And you still have all-wheel
I have
drive.
to be the voice of dissent here. I have to be the voice of reason.
fine, I
That's
need
my
that.
job.
I need
Yeah.
that.
Normally,
thanks, Dad.
normally this is my job, so I'm really interested to see how this turns out.
yeah.
What my question is I want you to reverse the
That one
positions,
doesn't-
okay? I want you to imagine that you have a car that's got a solid $25,000 into.
I understand what you're. I know where you're going.
Okay.
Now I want you to think of a reason why you would trade it
For a $5,000,
for a
$200,000
$5,000, 200,000 mile Porsche.
The guy told me because wife's pregnant with third kid and they want something that can pull a trailer and don't have a truck.
Okay, now why does he really want to trade it?
That's what I've been trying to poke at that. So
Like, I really want you to dig into that mentality
Actually,
a
yeah,
little bit before you trade that.
Yeah. I mean, I will say because of the price that he got his for, like I'm seeing it on Marketplace because, you know, I've looked it up before just to see. And to say that his is between 8 and 12 isn't unreasonable from what
Fair.
other people are listing them at, you know what I mean?
Actually, when I was looking for an auction car to post tonight, which we're not doing because I couldn't find anything, I did skip across a 2006 with way less miles from yours on it that went for about 8,000.
yeah, mine's like because of the spec it is.
Right.
It's like, and because of me fixing the stuff that was wrong with it, it's probably 8 to 10 to be honest.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying, just to see what I've seen listed, and this is like 160,000 to 200,000 miles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
kind of all the same
Yeah.
if you have the same kind of maintenance already done to it.
I'm just, as your
And-
friend, I want you to really dig into that.
Oh man,
that mindset a little bit
I'm
before
very
you make
against
the trade.
I'm very against it because of the pure laziness of me. I don't want to orchestrate meeting halfway, some kind of stuff like that,
And
and then something potentially being wrong with the car
Actually,
where I'm in like fucking
yeah.
Georgia or something and it breaks down
You know,
or something
that's-
like that.
now I'm actually going to have to think like Chris a little here, because you even made it a point for yourself that you wanted to look for a second vehicle to
Yeah.
have as a beater, because you know what you've done to the
Yeah,
Porsche
and that's why,
now,
like,
and
I
that's a
have to-
reliable,
I have
you
to
know,
allot.
bandwagon for
Yeah,
it.
well, that's like I have to allot a certain
So
amount
he
of
kind of
money.
has one sitting in the driveway right now.
Well, it's so the BMW that was that's Page funded that, and that's a whole
As a
thing
flipper.
to build a certain account that we have that we've been trying to build on with money. But when she found out about me tossing the Porsche around, she's like, "Hey, don't do that. Why don't you just keep a little bit of money from the BMW and buy a project?"
Sure.
And I'm like, I like that idea.
Right.
So
have
I'm
a-
gonna be the
have
other
a
friend that's like,
beater.
do it, do it,
Yeah.
do it. We're going back to Emmanuel.
Well,
We're
well,
talking.
if you're on that side, one of us has to be on this
Yeah.
side.
Over here, thanks.
Don't do it.
But
Don't do it. It's
wait,
not a good
you
idea.
want to go back into a
You need to have a
manual,
reliable
And you'll
form of
It-
You'll still have
transportation.
all-wheel drive.
but it does.
But you need to have a reliable form of transportation.
And like 200 more horsepower than what you have now, and something that weighs 1,200 pounds less. So like,
I
that's nice.
feel like when I get the tune done on my car, I'm going to be a lot happier with it. But that's when I have an extra,
You know what you need to get?
$2,000 to spend.
$2,000? Oh, that's
$1,700 bucks.
You know what you need to get? You need to get yourself an SD Focus.
I want a Macan. I love
Just skip everything. Just get the best car out there. Just get an SD Focus.
a Foss.
Don't tempt me.
I can say this, of the manual cars that I have driven recently, that little car was probably the funnest.
By the way, who's coming to mess with the BMW tomorrow? Anyone? No? Yeah?
Really fun.
If you
car
want to,
big
by all
gears
means.
through. Get it all
I'm
I'm just
It-
bolting it back
It
together.
depends when we're coming back because I think
And
we're
the
going,
pool will be ready to jump
shopping
into
again.
afterwards.
We're on our recliner shopping spree. We were
Recliner
across the entire
shopping
freaking county
spree.
today. Everywhere.
Wait, what day is this for Beamer activities?
Tomorrow, I'd like to bolt.
Saturday to 12th.
Want to bolt the valve
Okay.
cover back on, and then
Yeah.
do the coil boots
Yeah,
and
we
put
can
plugs
finish that
in
off.
it. And then I need to
So
get the
when we-
transmission cooler done.
When we
so-
stand behind it, is it going to burn my eyes again?
Well, don't put your eyes in
Well,
it.
No,
you
I
know,
was.
I
I
mean-
did not put my eyes. I was just. How
Listen-
far away from the back was I?
Listen,
Brian?
you
4 feet?
He started up. I was like, "Holy shit!"
you were not as far into the top of that engine as we were. People did not like to do oil changes on it. So
It was,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got hit with the
She
worst
a
smell
little
of
dark.
it, like
pretty
gas fumes
crusty
out,
under
like,
there.
It hit me, and I literally it took my breath away, and I had to go, and I was like gasping for air. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Jesus fuck!" They
Well,
walked back there. They're like, "Holy shit!"
But between
it was like it was like mustard gas. So
between
they
the
took
handful of
everything
cylinders
away.
that had broken coil boots and the other handful that had oil in them, I think it's going to run pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
And when
I'm
he
done with
says
it.
broken coil boots, that means most of the coil boot wasn't
Something
there,
German,
which is
something
really
they did
weird
with
because it
gases.
wasn't even inside the engine.
Totally tracks.
It just
No,
wasn't there.
well, no, I got the first 3 out, and then I took the fourth one. I'm like, why is this coil so much longer than the other one? I'm like, what the hell?
I
thought you were gonna say shorter. You said
What?
longer.
I'm like, oh, and I look down. I'm like, oh no, coil boots are still in there. No wonder it ran like poo.
It literally sounded like that.
It was leaking spark. I hate when my spark leaks.
It's like the tractor.
Well, that's why you have spark plugs to
that
keep
beamer
the
kinda
spark
went running
inside
like
the
a
motor.
tractor.
Well, no. Well, I finally got the damn rat that got that, so my tractor's
The
dead.
lady got the rat.
Tractor's
no,
not sexy anymore.
Oh no, that thing, it's going.
I
It's
know.
done. I can't.
I got a
can't find-
Toro.
I do too in the garage right now.
My push Toro with
Yeah.
smart pace,
It-
self propulsion.
It took me 3.5 hours to do my yard
What?
because it had been 3 weeks since it was cut, so it was up to my knees. Like,
Which is like
seriously, back
ankle,
here.
which is like
All
ankle
right.
height for the rest of
So
us.
Yeah.
so the electric.
my backyard took me literally took me an hour and a half just to do this. I went through 2 tanks of gas just on the backyard.
So the electric at standard intervals, I would run out probably over here because I think I'd start over there. Battery would die here, and then 3 to 4 hours for the battery to charge. So I go inside and put the battery on. Half the time the battery was too hot to charge, so I had to wait to cool down. I'd go edge, weed eat, pull weeds, do all that stuff and everything, and then go back inside. And well, the battery doesn't even have a bar on it, so I guess I'll prep for front, and I'll go out front, and I'll edge and weed and do all that out front and everything. Come back in, still on 1 bar. All right, well,
Time to watch a movie and a half.
guess I'll sit on the couch and do nothing and sit there for 3 hours in the AC, drink a couple beers, and I'm like, oh, is that done yet? Go look.
Do you
Nope,
wanna
still
get
at
your beer?
3 bars, and no.
Sit in the house, watch a movie, and drink beer? Oh, darn.
Well, I had to borrow Jason. Luckily, Jason still had a
That
push
Toro's
mower.
nasty. The Toro pops wheelies.
Didn't
here's
we
the
just
real
spot
drive.
It is.
a Toro with it's a 0 turn with no deck on it that was up at the gas station?
Yes.
Because
Yes, we did.
must have been some DUI action right there. Because this
Hey.
man just had a racing mower and nothing else.
Hey,
Well, see, and I'm mad because that mower's over 30 years old, and it's been in my family since new, and it was my step grandma's, and she bought it in actually
it's the same.
95.
It's the same kind of Craftsman that me and Brett both had. Only difference was, ours had mine and Brett's both had Kohler engines, and his got the Briggs.
Okay, so
Yeah,
well,
it's
so
a 17.5 horsepower, but the rat got in there and got like completely ate
is this
the,
Healy Farm?
the
Yay!
the spark
Or
plug
Keel
wire.
Farm,
There's
sorry.
literally just one like
I love
little
Keel Farm
tiny
stuff.
hair of a thing
So
on it.
there's only
But
4,
you
so we
can't
kind of got
find-
split a little bit.
I can't find that Magneto anymore. Like, you can find them for any other model. I can't find that one, so it's pretty much done. And I'm not. I got it for free. I have less than $100 in it for the entire
Okay,
time
so
I've owned it.
what will it not start?
That'll work.
Yeah, because the the wires,
with the
it's,
two of us.
it's
You guys
going
can
off of.
do whatever
oh,
you're gonna
yeah,
do with those.
Sorry. It's going off the block. Like, then there's barely. I put
All
more
right.
and more electric tape on it, and it
Yeah, I
worked.
nailed it.
Then the
You
rat
got
fucking
that
got in
part?
there again.
But
And
if you do
it-
like a solid wiring repair, you can still use it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say-
it's been on its last leg for the last 20 years.
Perfect time for a turbo. RBH 25 turbo is about $70.
All right,
Would you like
so
more, friend?
Oh no, I'm good. We're good.
what we have here tonight
Well, you got one
is
full on.
another
Well, I
Keel
don't-
Farms Agrarian Cider. This one's pineapple
happening?
variant.
Oh my.
Well,
Gosh, I'm loving
are
all
you
this
sure?
fruity
Here,
stuff,
no,
guys.
there's enough here for y'all to top off, and there'll be enough in
Yeah,
I
you
think so.
Dan.
Yeah,
So we got enough for everybody to top off.
Perfect. Keel Farms utilizes a variety of apples
And then-
grown in western New
Here.
York State.
Love
Frank.
Keel
Gala apple is
Farms.
praised for its semi-sweet
There's nothing there.
characteristics and leads the blend for our hard ciders. The apples are pressed fresh at the orchard. Once
And there's a little
fermented,
bit more in here. If
we
you wanna-
blend the most refreshing fruits in our area to enhance the flavors in unique ways.
Another Florida beer.
Fresh
Right,
from
you're
Plant
good.
City, Florida,
Yep.
pineapple agrarian cider.
Yeah, so
Being grown in Florida since the Civil War era, pineapple imparts familiar tropical flavors while contributing a
Feel the
crisp
can,
finish to our hard apple
Hand
cider.
print.
The
Yeah,
pineapple
like
also
maple cream.
delivers a lighter feel as the citrus notes continuously refresh
yeah.
the palate. Agrarian, adjective, of the land. Produced under the authority of Keel Farms in Lafayette, New York.
Yeah, so this
The
place.
can's
thi-
amazing. by
This
the
is
way.
where Paige's sister and brother-in-law got married.
Oh,
Was
wow.
at this place. I've had a ton of their wine. We've had a bunch of their ciders.
We've
and
had
I've
2 or
a bunch
3 of their
mine in the
ciders
house
Two of their
now.
ciders
yeah.
now.
And they
And
are
it's-
amazing.
And the place has they have a great food too, and it's like literally like historic downtown but big spaces in between in Plant City, and it's this huge plot that's all this like whole. They have everything they grow is all there and everything.
I was like, man, Zach's is going crazy. I forgot. His
He's
has
got that
the-
cup.
Yeah, you got the little
They
thing.
have the aerator cup.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. This is so cool.
Yeah, I took that one from Uno's, put it in a purse.
Allegedly.
No, I told the waitress and I gave her
yes,
$20
brother.
tip.
I love apple juice.
It tastes like
Stronger
apple
apple than pineapple.
Right.
But it's there.
It's
Yeah,
there
juice.
a little
For real,
bit.
man. This is.
But
this
it's
I
is
will
good for
say
the
I
weather.
liked the elderberry more than this. The elderberry was sweeter.
That elderberry was good. It was sweet, but it also still had a tartness.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
tartness there.
I like the tart.
Like, it wasn't overly sweet. It was a perfect amount.
That's yummy.
Yeah, that
This
is
one's
good.
a little more bitter, a little more like a rind.
The Publix
I
have
don't
it.
hate it. No, this was ABC
ABC. Okay.
right here. Inverness.
I gotta get something, Paige. I know she'll
No, this
like
is
it.
very good. I like
They had a
this.
whole shelf of all three of them.
Yeah, it sucks too because, funnily enough, that was the day I found out I had COVID, and not because I got tested, but because I was at this place and I was so excited because you're telling me it's new beer and new food,
And you couldn't taste anything.
and I get the first one. It's like a blueberry pilsner, and then I go to Paige. I'm like, this is kind of fucking shit, and she's like, what? I'm like, here, try it. I'm like, try this.
Cherry
And-
lime. The cherry lime
And
was the
and she tries it, and she's like,
yeah.
that's actually really good. I'm like, it's so bland. And then we get the food out, and I'm eating the food, and then I'm like, Paige, this food is not good. It is, nothing has taste. It's disgusting. And then that's like when I was kind of thinking, I think something's wrong. And then the next day I found out I had COVID.
See, that's a weird thing. When I got COVID, so I didn't lose my taste. It just changed my palate.
My palate's
Like
changed
everything
now.
tasted different.
Right.
Stuff that I really liked, I stopped liking. Like when I got COVID, I could not drink Coca-Cola for like
This guy
6
tastes
months.
like
Still can't
soda,
do
yeah.
Coca-Cola.
It tastes like black licorice, but bad.
Yeah. So like I
I
can
was gonna
do.
say black licorice is already bad to me.
Oh,
That
yeah, I
sounds
fucking love
weird.
Say, just-
I can do.
I hate black licorice,
Okay.
but I like black licorice, but like bitter.
I can do
Oh.
Baja Blast and orange soda, and that's it. All the other sodas have this nasty, and it's like that. It's like a toxic
a bitter,
licorice.
toxic licorice
Yeah,
flavor.
like it's
yeah.
bad. Like you taste it, it's like alarm. Like
Yeah.
this shouldn't be in my body.
But see, I don't know if I trust him because he drinks the world's worst IPAs
He does.
and enjoys them.
He does.
Yeah. I don't know if I
He does
trust
have
him
a
at
really
all,
weird
you know?
palate. That's
Like,
does.
I don't know if I trust
No,
him.
and when my palate came back, it was weird because it was a solid year other than like hoppy-ish flavors,
Mm.
and I couldn't taste.
Oh yeah, I
Or
remember.
smell
I,
nothing.
I remember months and months and months after we were over at Molina's. She made some peach cobbler, and it was you couldn't deal with that at all.
Oh yeah,
No,
we did the episode
it was
from
terrible.
the lake house
Yeah.
for the 4th of July one,
Yeah.
and it was the
Where you
most.
caught your first fish?
Yeah, it was the most delicious thing ever, and he took a bite, and he
The
like
look on his
his
face
I
was-
thought he was about to puke. Like I literally thought he was about to puke.
And sweet
And-
stuff is still fucked
And it
up.
was
like
one of
it-
those
it
like
was worse
Paulina
than-
was like, "Oh my god, what's wrong?" And then I'm like, his taste buds are still messed up, and like we all were like, "We're so sorry because this thing tastes fucking amazing."
Which-
it was a homemade peach cobbler, and it was fucking good.
Now, which was weird because when you got it was early on, so you pretty much caught the Wuhan war weapon version.
yeah.
But then,
And had zero symptoms other than that.
But
no
then-
fever,
I was
no
gonna say,
nothing.
But
I
then-
never even got it that I know of. So
by the time that it came around and I got it, I just had a scratchy throat one night and then a slight fever, and then I was like, I just had typical sinus like head cold symptoms, and it was only because my dad got, tested because Dad had just gone through surgery when
yeah,
he
that's
went.
what. Yeah, that's when.
So
he did
Dad
all
had
that
just had surgery. So when he's sitting there on the couch bundled up because he's freezing, his temperature's elevated, and I'm like, you just got out of surgery 3 days ago. Pack your shit. We're going to the hospital.
Right.
And
yeah.
they tested him, and that's thankfully he wasn't anything wrong with surgery. It was COVID. And I'm thinking to myself, might explain that scratchy throat I had last night.
Yeah.
And then so it was basically just like a week-long head cold for me.
Yeah, because
so
that was the big concern was
So-
when you said that it was like, oh fuck, hopefully. No.
like I said, by the time that I got to it, oh, I guess Brett just went 750 at 94 mile an hour.
Fuck yeah.
Again, nice.
There you go.
See, I got the achy bones variant. I got the one where like I had the flu and it felt like my skeleton was breaking. all over.
That was the second time I had it.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was bad.
It was 2 days of just
And I
sitting
was
in the
gonna say
bed
it was.
going, I'm hot, I'm
It was-
cold, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm
It was
hot,
literally
I'm cold.
2 days of peril.
Yeah.
No, that was the last time I had the regular flu in 2018. That it was bad when I had to call my mom to take me to the doctor's. Like I already had like my appointment set with my doctor, and I'm like, I don't want.
Oh,
but
did you get the hallucinations?
Almost.
Those were fun.
It was so
Not-
bad, and then like
not
I called
at all.
her, and I'm like, Mom, I need you to take me to the doctor. I'm like, I can't drive. I'm like,
Oh,
well, no, it was.
When
I
a
was,
driver asks for a ride, that's a bad. You're
No,
sick.
Oh,
You're
well,
sick.
but it was one I had. I had like 103 plus fever for, and
Oh, man.
this was like a 4 to 5 day long thing. Like I had not eaten. I was puking and shitting everywhere. I was so fucking cold, and it was bad. And it just got to the point where I'm like, okay, like I had my doctor's appointment, and I'm like, I went to just even try to take a shower. I had to sit down in the bathtub, and I'm like, I can't drive. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you
Mom,
got A, didn't you?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, Mom.
See, I had B, and I got all the fun hallucinations where you're staring at a wall in a dark room, and there's a light flashing off the wall, but there's no light.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
it was bad, and I'm like, Mom, I need you to take me to the doctor. And she's like, okay, so we're probably going to be gone a couple hours. I'm like, no. I'm like, my doctor's office is amazing. I'm like, it'll take longer for you to get here and to drive me there than we will be there. I'm like, I'll be there in less than 15 minutes. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. Please just come and just drive me. Stay in the car. I'll walk in. I'll be right out. She came inside. Next thing I know, I'm in there. I'm back, and I got all the meds. And she's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that's my doctor's office. Can we please go home so I can go belly down? Please. Please.
Pints and
go die in a
Pistons,
corner
a car
again.
show.
Yeah, a car show.
With COVID.
And food and everything
And
else.
food.
So speaking back to cars, so our friend Brett that was on a month ago with
A month ago, two episodes ago.
Yeah, that's a month.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yay!
Luke, who's just figuring out the calendar.
We already did it.
So anyway, he is down at Leadfoot City tonight, finally, because he got rained out the last time he went to go down. And his previous best 8th mile time with the old motor in the car and the old motor in the car with nitrous, he kind of ran the same time, strangely enough, because the nitrous setup just wasn't working right, was like an 8:40 in the 8th. And tonight he went a 782 with just a bad pass. And then his second pass up, he said he was going for 750s, and he nailed a 750 on his second pass. So he is absolutely just...
And then he just did a 751?
No, he said that was the last pass. He meant to send them someone else. But anyway, so he said he was going to come back in the lanes and let us know when he goes so I can bring it up on the phone.
Nice.
But yeah, so he did. He has shattered his previous personal best with the car in a
almost
big
a
way,
second.
just
Yeah,
on
that's
motor.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just on motor.
Second and the 8th is huge.
Dude, exactly.
Yeah, just on
4
yeah,
to 7.5. That's
Yeah.
you're
just on motor. Like I said before, both on motor and on motor. Well, original motor, but with heads, cam, intake, and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But
Like
then
high
when he's-
11s in the quarter, Mike said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when he tried to run the nitrous kit wasn't firing right, so it ended up running about a similar time, and so that was the last time he was at the track before he ended up pulling it apart.
I was going to say, and when he was here, I went for a ride in it, and we hit up Mexico.
And keeping in mind, you had been in the car
I
on the
had been in
previous
the
setup
car-
with nitrous.
Yes, before with nitrous. And this time it was with the new motor, just motor. And we went and did a run in Mexico. And we went, as he said, the fastest that he has gotten the car up to. And it was Mexican speeds of about 130 plus.
Kilometers an hour.
No, it mathed it. He later, because I talked to him a couple days afterwards, he later actually went and mathed that out, and he was like, basically, RPM, tire diameter, gear, and the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely.
If the converter was fully coupled up, and that was 138 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And that is the fastest that car has
Because
ever
the
gone.
car has a 100 mile per hour speed, I think it is. 100,
Something like that.
110. And he said it went past and it just kept on going until it hit the dead middle of the thing and just stopped there. And then that's when he's like, I should probably let off. And I will tell you what, that was, one, the car sounds so fucking good.
Oh my god, doesn't it?
Yeah, I will never, ever get
tired of that.
sound.
No. Oh, it's so good. But then it is higher revving than you expect. Like, it was not like, hey, here's 5,500. That's all I
No,
got.
it
And then you
revs
get
up, doesn't it?
It's
Like
he, was,
fast.
7,000?
he was like 6,800,
Yeah.
67,
Yeah.
6,800.
it revs high, and like you don't expect it. And then when you hear that style of motor going that high,
You're like,
oh, shit.
That's a special noise. I love that
Oh,
noise.
Well, what he's got, he has a hydraulic roller cam, but he's running solid roller lifters on it. So
And
there's no float.
It just
It's just-
works. And man, it went, and it's a 3-speed. And man, first gear, I was back. Second gear, I'm back even more. And then it hit third, and I'm like, oh, we're doing a full rip. We're doing a full rip. And I'm like, come on, lap belt. Come on, lap belt.
Come on, Lato and 1960s impact technology.
This'll save me.
That's basically the fulcrum for your hips that,
Yeah,
that
just
launches
launch
your
it half.
forehead into the
Yeah.
dash and knock Jesus.
It's one of those at that point, it's like, do I just unbuckle this?
Yes.
Like, do I just
Honestly.
unbuckle
In a
this?
car like that, yes. I'd much rather be thrown free of the floating package.
Windows were down, so yeah, I could have just gone wee that way,
Yeah, like
But
I said,
also,
pretty much an old car
skinny
like
front
that.
tires, stock brakes, slow down with sketch.
Oh man.
Slow down with sketch.
It's not sketchy, it just doesn't slow down.
No,
that
it didn't.
much.
Just like it did when it was new.
Oh,
You
man.
measure the stopping distance in football fields.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, luckily,
This
at,
one stops in 3 football
at
fields.
that point
yeah,
we
the
were
100.
at
the
that point
100
we were hitting
zeros.
the uphill, heading towards the temple.
other part of Mexico.
Yeah, hitting
Yeah.
the temple in Mexico and that. So we got slowed down by then, and then we're coming downhill. Yeah, like oh, I'm in danger. But I was smiling the whole entire time.
in danger.
Yeah.
It was so good. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
like I
it
said,
was.
the new engine that he built, he definitely got it right. It was the first big build mod project like that he had done. I mean, like the rest of it, he
I
said
know,
that's,
he was so scared because
Like
he
I
did
said- yeah, like I
everything
said, I mean,
himself
he-
pretty
he-
much, and
he-
he was like, it's
you
not
know,
going to work.
even buying some of the parts for that engine stuff that he bought secondhand and stuff that he had from the previous engine, like the fuel injection and all that kind of stuff, he still ended up spending, a nice chunk of money on that. And he did do, except for the machine work, he did all of that by himself with
Yep.
a little help from Russ. I mean, he had a lot.
But he got good
into
quality
it, like I
stuff.
said. But like I
it
said,
wasn't
you
like
know-
he junkyard built it. It is a nicely built motor.
But yeah, like I said, but that's also too, like, it was still, because he was using such nice parts, if he had to replace those parts, it
was
would have been with
expensive,
new
yeah.
stuff, and it would have been way expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a little nervous at that, when he was getting it back together and going through the process, but, I mean, he did it, and the car runs great, it sounds great, and
It sounds
yeah,
so fucking
like,
good.
he did a
And that was
fantastic-
with the quiet mufflers on it. That was with
Quiet.
the quiet mufflers on
Quiet.
it. Not the bullets. That was with the quiet mufflers, and that thing ain't no quiet.
That was one of them daggone 4-cylinder.
Uh,
Enough out of you, Camaro.
It's one of those when
Oh, no, so when he-
we were in Mexico, you could hear us in Mexico from Florida.
yeah.
Damn.
From
And
here.
that was in quiet
Seriously.
mufflers.
From right here, you could hear it. So the mufflers that were on it were basically like Purple Hornies. They were just bullet mufflers.
Okay.
And we were out at Arby's one night, and some guy that was vacationing from Germany just happened to come over where we were all at, and then we got to talking. Turns out he has a 70 Mustang in Germany, but of course with TÜV and everything else, they're very restricted as what they can do.
Sure.
So he was looking at Brett's car, and we were kind of chatting about the difference between U.S. and American cars and what we can get away with, what they can't get away with, and stuff like that. And he's looking at the car, he's like, oh yeah, there's no way this, he's like, you would definitely not be able to get away with this over in Germany, and so on and so forth. And then Brett was getting ready to go, so the guy's name was Daniel. And so he's asked, like, hey, he's like, is it okay if I take video while you start the car up? And Brett's like, yeah, sure. So me and Two Legs were standing back, and Daniel was like, from here to the wall to the back of Brett's car with his phone all ready. And I looked at Brian, I was like, he is not ready for what's about to happen to him. And the look on it, he was just like, oh my God. The look on his face was absolutely priceless. And he was like, just absolutely couldn't believe that we can get away with that shit here and he can't.
Ah, the free state of Florida.
Or maybe it was just, fear because, we are in fact, World War champions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just want to also bring up the 60s and 70s had such great names for automotive accessories and power products and performance products. You had the Purple Hornies, you had Cherry Bomb, you had all that stuff. Like, we don't get names like that. I mean, we
We're
got
censored
Sniper
now.
EFI, but like, no,
I'm surprised
like,
that hasn't been changed.
like,
Yeah,
but
right.
no, like,
Don't give them any
As
ideas.
a kid, I didn't care what I had. Like, I wanted to grow up to get a set of purple hornies on something.
Yeah.
Just to say I had fucking purple hornies on something. Or,
Oh shit!
That's bold.
Must be related to the asshole that the kid hit.
oh yeah.
No
Uh,
headlights, no lights whatsoever.
that, and then I always just, don't
And
know
here
why,
comes the car that's going to run into the back of it.
always wanted a set of hooker headers.
That's
Why?
a Durango.
Because
Oh,
I
yes.
just want a set of hooker headers, man.
I bought a set of hookers off of a Chevelle, like nice long tubes, the comps, and I bought them for $100 to put them on something, and I still have them for that reason.
Just so you can be
It's
like,
hooker
I have a
comps.
set of hooker headers.
Only
Yeah,
car
exactly.
guys can sit around talking, spending their times with hookers and trannies, and not get looked at funny.
Like, it's man, they had such great.
If I say you've got tranny fluid all over your face, it doesn't
Oh.
mean
It's not Bud Light.
Yeah. So, any other good car spots?
I was gonna say, and on that note,
So this will be our last episode, guys. So it was great meeting you.
It was a great run.
we're officially canceled.
Brett says he's back in the lanes, but it's going to be a while. So apparently, once it got dark and cooled off a lot more.
Well,
cars
that's what they
probably
were
showed up.
saying.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
it's been, which I understand, but it's one of those, if you want to get runs in and you can deal with the heat, and your car can deal with the heat, go early.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going out.
That's like the one
4 or
time
5
when we
o'clock
when we
hour.
went to Gainesville for test and tune. It was in June, but it was so damn hot. So like a week and a half of no rain, no clouds, just baking
It was just hot. But, like,
We went there with 15 people. There was a total of 17 people there.
or maybe 20.
15 of
yeah,
them was
yeah,
us,
yeah.
and the rest of it was
Yeah,
that.
well, there may have been 20. Like I said, it was not a lot, but it was.
I mean, if your car was able to hot lap, you were able to get runs in that night.
Like we were pretty much like we would pull in the lanes. We got there, let the cars cool down for about 30 minutes. Looked in the lanes. Holy crap! Nobody else is showing up. Well,
Okay,
screw you
let's
guys.
go.
I'm going. One by one, we all went up in the lanes, and then by pairs, we all made passes. We came back to where we were parked, popped the hoods, let the cars cool for about 20 minutes, and we're like,
Let's go.
"Shit, nobody's there. Let's go."
Yeah.
And that's just what
Just
we
kept
that's
on
what we
going.
kept doing the
All
whole.
right.
I mean, we all got 5+ runs in.
Contrast that to the one time we went and fucking idiots kept oiling down the track. One guy broke and went all the way down to the shutdown to the second exit. The whole track. Me and John were in the lanes. We did not get to make our first and only pass that night until after 11 o'clock.
Jeez.
At that point, the office wasn't even answering the phone.
Oh.
Yeah, Brett said a bunch more cars showed up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was like, it was hotter than shit, but man, it was a great time because you were actually able to make passes and that. Because there's
Yeah.
so many of those events where it's like,
But then we've also had other times where we were up there in the evening and we figured it would be really packed, and we still would get 3, 4, maybe 5 passes in. Like, we're still able to, starting in the afternoon and then get early passes in on the fresh prep, and then even as the sun went down, we were still going relatively decent, even though the track had degraded a little bit. But the weather had gotten better, so we were all back halving better than we were,
yeah.
yeah.
like we were front halving good with
During
the
the
fresh
first
prep,
part, yeah.
and then once it got cooler and the sun went down, and the track temperature dropped. We weren't 60 footing as good, but we were back halving better. So,
Okay.
but it was still one of those good nights where we all got anywhere from 3 to 5 runs depending on.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Friday.
Yeah,
100%.
we're gonna
Yeah,
be
I
next
think
to
let's
each
go.
other there, buddy.
Sounds good.
Because I really want to know the answer.
And
I am
I'll try to
tired
get
for
footage.
us starting at different red lights and us getting up to the speed limit
Yeah.
at approximately the same time every time. I want to
Run the
know where
eight.
there is a finish line.
Apparently, all of us will be there.
It's starting to look that way. It's starting to look that way.
Sabrina's gonna be the well, I know, but I'm just saying.
Sabrina's gonna beat
Apparently,
all of
Sabrina's
us.
car is the only one that is gonna be fucking going past us with 8
Yeah,
fucking people
right?
deep.
That's I'm curious what that meant. That like high 7s out of the expedition. That
They're
really
fast.
surprised me, man. Like
That
it's
3.5
fast.
EcoBoost is more than people realize.
And I realized too that a lot of
Even
newer
though, like I
vehicles
said,
with
she's
the
a
10
thick
speed
girl.
transmissions,
She's heavy.
you can
it
have
doesn't matter. That
much
thing's
higher
got
rear
power.
gear.
Like I said, once she
final
starts
gear.
rolling,
That
she's
one
got
will
some
be
legs.
next,
She'll
so
run.
after the show's over, I'll also show you another video that we were watching. That was one of the decisions on getting that car, and that. But it's one of those. It's with that's being the first gen one of those, it's 375 horsepower, 475 feet of torque.
475 in torque.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
with
then-
the 10 speed.
On that note,
Wow.
I hope everybody has a great night. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because at this point we're just rambling. So,
We'll talk
Yeah,
about
pretty
some
much.
stuff. I hope you guys have a great night.
We'll try some new beers,
Yeah,
Always.
like we always do.
and also make sure to watch that mini bike.
Yeah, the mini bike episode, and then
because like it's almost at 1,000 views, and I kind of wanted to hit 1,000
Yep,
views.
keep
Definitely.
that mini bike episode. Let's get that.
Even
thing in the
if you
algorithm.
hate it, trust me, I've been answering the comments back to the haters
Yeah,
that
after
like
you watch
that
it
I'm
30
like
times, you'll
I
feel
don't
better.
care like,
And
but
then
I'm like
we'll-
thank you
and
for
then,
watching. Just like and subscribe, and I'll make you feel horrible
and we'll
again.
try to do
so,
a 8th Mile episode too.
yeah.
So anyways,
We'll hook
good
up
night,
on
everybody,
also.
and have a good 2 weeks. We'll
Yep.
see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you long time.